Ceremony is brought to you commercial-free by John Deere, the Jockey Club, and the NTRA.
Welcome to the 55th Annual Resolute Racing Eclipse Awards. Please give a warm Florida welcome to our hosts this evening, Brittany Urton and Lindsay Zarniak.
Y'all clean up well.
I know. Good evening, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed the cocktail party. We will do our absolute best to get you back out there as quickly as possible. But sincerely, it is such an honor to be back with you here tonight, celebrating on racing's biggest night. Lindsay, I'm really glad that we didn't scare you off last year.
I'm glad I wasn't fired. I love this night. This is amazing.
We were back at the Breakers Hotel, as you all know, and can I just get a round of applause for the large group that put it together? I mean, how beautiful is it here tonight?
Yes. Did anybody else notice that they took a page out of the Wicked theme?
Right? On trend.
It is.
As long as you don't make me do a song and dance, I think we'll be okay.
There is still the after party, though. Okay. But truly, I want to say thank you because it is so amazing to be back here tonight. What a year we had in horse racing. And Brittany, did you realize we get to announce Horse of the Year in the Year of the Horse?
I think you need to say it one more time as everybody's listening.
Shh. Did you realize we get to announce Horse of the Year in the Year of the Horse?
How about that?
Right? Thank you. Thank you.
Actually, I did. Thank you, Instagram. It is also the year of the fire horse.
Which is what? What's the fire horse?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, I did some research. So, according to Chinese astrology, horses are confident, agreeable, and responsible, although they also tend to dislike being reined in by others, which I think probably also fits 90% of us in this room.
It's fitting already, and it's probably why this show goes on for so long. But in all seriousness, we are here tonight celebrating excellence in horse racing, and you can't talk about excellence for perhaps a person that maybe has defined it as much or for as long as D. Wayne Lucas.
So in addition to honoring the best of the sport, tonight we pay tribute to one of the best who ever was.
This is the night we honor our stars, equine and human. In the last 48 years, there has been no brighter star than D. Wayne Lucas, who passed away last June.
You can be average and be pretty happy, but if you want to be great, you better raise your expectations.
Wayne's trainees won 25 Eclipse Awards, and he got 4 of his own as Outstanding Trainer, as well as an Eclipse Award of Merit.
None of us get here by ourselves, and I'm no exception. When you honor me, you honor our entire staff.
More importantly, he changed the trajectory of our sport, making horse training a classy and respectable occupation. A backside barn a showplace, new fan development a reality, and fostered a love of the racehorse and our game in the countless kids he invited to their first winter circle, all while teaching a legion of now famous trainers how to do it Lucas style.
If you have a passion for anything, you eliminate all of the excuses.
A charismatic personality with an open mind, Wayne won races coast to coast, and his career became folklore.
It's a driving finish, winning colors by a head. It's Thunder Gulch, unwavering on the outside. Now Lucas running 1-2, charismatic. But it's Oxbow and Gary Stevens. It is Sequinal for the coach, D. Wayne Lucas. Sees the gray, wins the Preakness. Oh my!
I think that what I'd like to be thought of as a good horseman.
His green silks with white dots were winning colors, and he showed the whole world how a school teacher and basketball coach from Wisconsin could capture life's magic by racing horses according to his motto.
You can't win it if you're not in it.
It truly did feel like, Lindsay, more often than not, Lucas was in it. I mean, he had a presence that was truly felt. For decades, he brought the swagger and the star power to the racetrack. A reminder that rock stars didn't just exist in music, but they walked among us in aviators and $3,000 suits.
So my dad was a sports writer for USA Today back at that time, and he would marvel at the fact that Lucas would spend hours talking to the media. And he shared with me an article that he wrote for USA Today during that time where he said they were starting to really feel his impact in the barns. And here's a snippet. He said, "This style, coupled with his high-priced horses, has caught the eye of other trainers, some of whom privately joke about the lawn furniture around his stables and even the large amount of straw he uses for bedding in the stalls for his horses." Pletcher knows what I'm talking about, right? But because of those stories and because of the clear admiration that my dad had for him, when I was able to finally meet D. Wayne Lucas a few years ago, I honestly felt like I was meeting Mick Jagger.
Oh, he made me nervous, like I was meeting Mick Jagger. I think some part of me felt like I needed to impress him because if you got the coach's approval, you were good to go. And that's probably why it still feels like he's here, because legends don't really leave us. They live on in the people they taught, the horses they loved, and the dreams they dared to chase.
And his influence lives on tonight. You've got to listen to this. When you look at the pedigrees of this year's 27 Eclipse Award finalists, bred in the United States or Japan, horses trained by D. Wayne Lucas appear in 24 of them.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It really is. So fittingly, we begin the night, I know you're all ready for it, in a place Wayne knew better than anyone. Outstanding 2-year-old filly, a division he made his own, winning it a record 7 times.
It was the first Eclipse Award he won in 1982 with Landalusi, and the last honor he took off this stage in 2014 with Take Charge Brandy. Here are this year's finalists.
Cy Fair sprinted on the grass, her 4 starts culminating in a Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint score.
Cy Fair's a Breeders' Cup winner.
Explora took the traditional pattern of 2 sprints before she stretched out, won the Oak Leaf Stakes, and then finished second in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies.
Explora devastates the competition with an easy stroll in the Oak Leaf.
Super Corredora broke her maiden going long also after a pair of sprints and parlayed that victory into a photo op when it mattered most in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies.
And Super Corredora is a champion filly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Resolute Racing, John Stewart.
Racing are pleased and proud to support the 55th annual Eclipse Awards. These 2-year-old fillies certainly made their mark in 2025 with wins at Santa Anita, Woodbine, and the Breeders' Cup. And the Eclipse Award goes to Super Corredora.
Corredora captured the sack. NetJets Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies at Del Mar for trainer John Sadler. Champion.
Congratulations. You guys are welcome home. Short people in the front.
It's actually called the power of the partnership. Just wanted to get right to the point. So thank you to John Sadler, Juan Leyva, Adolfo Carrillo, this filly's groom on the West Coast, Hector Barrios, a great ride in the Breeders' Cup, David and Gordell, who selected this filly at the yearling sale. The West Point team for the passion and the dedication to both partners and horses, and to the partners. To each and every one of you, we say thank you, and it's an incredible ride that we're all on, and we're very proud to be part of your journey. So I also want to give thanks to Super Cordora. She's a champion now, and this is why we do what we do. Thank you.
Brandt was named for prominent thoroughbred owner Peter Brandt, a close friend and advisor to owner Amer Zidane. He won the Grade 1 Del Mar Futurity.
Brandt is in front of the 16th pole. Brandt in the Del Mar Futurity. He won it by a length.
Part of Aiden's army, Stad invaded North America, drew a horrible post position, and crushed the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf field anyway.
But no doubt about who the best is. It is Stad in the Juvenile Turf.
Todd Pletcher trainee Ted Nafi may have been named for a mistake, but he enjoyed a perfect 4-for-4 season, winning 3 Grade 1s, including the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
Ted Nafi ran, Mr. 18 to the 2, here's the wire, Ted Nafi did it!
To present the award for 2-year-old male, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the tax director for Dean Dorton, Jen Shaw.
In his career, D. Wayne Lucas saddled 3 winners in the 2-year-old male category. As you can see from the video, our 2-year-old male finalists are off to extremely promising careers, but there can only be one winner. So the Eclipse Award goes to Ted Nafi.
Undefeated Ted Nafi, a Keeneland September yearling sale purchase, won the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity at Keeneland, the FanDuel Breeders' Cup Juvenile at Del Mar, and the Hopeful at Saratoga. Owned by Spendthrift Farm and trained by Todd Pletcher, Ted Nafi was bred in Kentucky by Aaron and Marie Jones.
Hold this? Yeah, hold that. Thank you, guys. And first and foremost, we give honor and glory and thanks to God, from whom all blessings flow. And this, thank you. This ride with Ted Nafi has certainly been a blessing to our family and to our Spendthrift Farm family. And we've had a lot of fun with the name this year. It's a backhanded way for us to honor Ted's sort of namesake, Ned Toffee, and all that he does for us. And we are thankful for all the hands that got us here. For the Eclipse voters choosing Ted for this honor, regardless of what he did this year, we take nothing for granted. For our buying team, Ned, Seth, Brian, and Daniel picking out Ted and answering yes to the question, do we really want a gray into mischief? To Raul Reyes and his team for giving Ted a great start during his early training at King's Equine. To Hall of Famer John Velasquez for skillfully piloting Ted the whole way. Thank you, Johnny V. To Ted himself, Terry said it. It's always good to remind ourselves that we aren't here without the majestic horse and all their God-given talents as athletes. And to Hall of Famer Todd Pletcher and his team for so expertly drawing all that talent out of Ted throughout the season. We realize how hard it is to achieve something like this. There's a lot of moving parts. A lot has to go well, and Todd and his team made sure it did, so thank you, Todd. We even got to see Todd smile a couple times this year, so that was fun. We are humbled, we are grateful, and we are hopeful for more to come. We love this game and are so honored to be a part of it. Tammy and I are grateful to have the privilege to build on what her dad, Wayne Hughes, built at Spendthrift. And whatever happens going forward, we will always be blessed and filled with gratitude to have an undefeated 2-year-old champion. Thank you.
I feel like Wayne would have been all smiles with that one too. And confirmed, I did see Todd Pletcher smiling backstage, so a good note there. We've just celebrated the 2-year-olds. Truly, they are the future of this sport, and no one understands the power of a beginning better than the man who opens the gate. Because in racing, a good start can change a race, and sometimes a career. For generations of young horses, Bob Duncan has been there at that first moment, steadying nerves, building confidence, and helping them not just break well, but begin well. Tonight, we honor the man who has given so many horses the best possible start with this special Eclipse Award.
Compassion for the horse has been the hallmark of Bob Duncan's career. Whether serving as head starter for NTRA tracks, advising many other racing venues, or consulting with individual stables, his unique techniques developed over the years of dedication to his craft have turned even the most obstinate racehorses into willing participants at starting gates around the world. Duncan views horses as partners rather than adversaries, assuaging their fears and encouraging relaxed behavior so they can reach their full racing potential by breaking cleanly from the gate. With knowledge garnered from 50 years of personal experience, countless conversations with noted equine behavioral experts, and imparting a clear vision of his expectations to the horse, he sends his pupils on to successful racing careers. It is with great pride the NTRA, Daily Racing Form, and National Turf Riders and Broadcasters recognize Bob Duncan with a special Eclipse Award for Career Excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 8-time Eclipse Award-winning trainer Todd Pletcher and special Eclipse Award for Career Excellence honoree Bob Duncan.
Thank you. I can't think of anyone in the industry who's more deserving to be recognized for a career of excellence than Bob Duncan. As you saw in the video, here's a man that was the very best at what he did as an assistant starter, then as a head starter, but he was always looking to improve, always looking to find a better way to do it, and I think that's a life lesson that we can all learn from. Even though he was already considered to be the best, he kept trying to do better and better, and is really a man who was ahead of his time in terms of how he handles horses and the kinder, gentler approach. So, Bob, on behalf of all the horsemen, horsewomen, and especially all the horses, congratulations and thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I'm honored to be here accepting the Eclipse Award. A bit shocked. I didn't expect anything like that. But I wouldn't be standing here accepting this without teachings of who came before me. People like Ray Hunt, Pat and Linda Pirelli, Monty Robertson, various clinicians and whatnot that are well advanced, but they never seem to get inside the racetrack. Oh, I forgot. I forgot Todd Pletcher, my man, and NTRA. Thank you for all the support you've given me over the years. Each day I'm out with a horse, I'm reminded that the most successful relationship is based on mutual trust and respect. It's a relationship cast in deep and abiding love and rooted in ancient survival. For me and many others, it's also a partnership cast in joy. Never would I have imagined receiving an Eclipse Award for something that is so rewarding for me each day. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all. Thank you so much. How do I get out of here?
Bob Duncan not only starts out big horses, he starts out young riders. There is so much promise in this next category. Think Best New Artist, Rookie of the Year, or maybe that classic yearbook nod, most likely to succeed. I hate that one. One finalist carries a nickname you would expect to hear at the Grammys. He is known as the Babyface Bandit. One has had a breakout year to remember. And you don't have to be a smarty to realize one of our nominees is following in the stirrups of his Derby and Preakness-winning father. Our three finalists show the global passion for racing. They are from Canada, Panama, and New Jersey. Here are your finalists for Apprentice Jockey of the Year.
Son of 2004 Kentucky Derby winning jockey Stuart Elliott, Christopher Elliott won with his first ever mount last year. He rode regularly at Saratoga, catching the attention of owners, trainers, and fellow jockeys with many excellent performances against top competition. Panamanian Yesit Hazelwood has enjoyed a meteoric rise to stardom in Maryland. Panama's responsible for the jockey development of Hall of Fame riders Chris McCarron, Edgar Prado, Ramon Dominguez, and Kent DeSormo, among others. The 17-year-old won 105 races and almost $3.6 million in purses in 2025. Irish-born and Canadian-raised, Pietro Moran is the son of jockey David Moran and his mother Maria, who rode races prior to starting their family. He won 137 races, the most of any apprentice, earning $5.8 million. He also managed to win the historic King's Plate, arguably Canada's most important race during an unforgettable year.
And the Eclipse Award goes to Pietro Moran.
Outstanding Apprentice Jockey of 2025, 20-year-old Pietro Moran was the first Woodbine jockey last year to reach $1 million in earnings back in June. He's the son of 2 international jockeys.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for this award. I wouldn't be here without all the support from everyone. I thank all the owners and trainers for the mounts, for giving me the opportunity every day. I always try to put my best foot forward, work hard. To my family for all the cards and well wishes, for all the support. I wouldn't be here without them. All the grooms, hot walkers, assistant trainers, exercise riders, everyone, you name it, for all the hard work to bring each and every horse over for me to ride. And last but not least, the horses that do the work for me. They're a special animal, and I'm so lucky to be a part of it. So thank you much, everyone, and I appreciate it.
A major force through her Kentucky Oaks victory, Good Cheer may have preferred the cooler temperatures of winter and spring when she was at her best.
It is going to be Good Cheer, the undefeated filly, to win the Kentucky Oaks.
Shifting to dirt racing after much success on the turf, Nitrogen continued a nearly $2 million campaign. Added the historic Grade 1 Alabama at Saratoga before running second in the Breeders' Cup Distaff.
Nitrogen and Jose Ortiz to win the Alabama.
While She's So Spicy never ran farther than 6.5 furlongs, she absolutely blitzed an open field in the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint, her 5th straight win in her home country.
But there's no catching. She's so spicy. She's so speedy in the sprint.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Executive Vice President, General Counsel, and Corporate Secretary for the New York Racing Association, Joy Garner.
D-Wayne
Lucas trained 5 champion 3-year-old fillies, including Winning Colors and Serena Song. As for our esteemed finalists this year, Nitrogen won graded stakes races on both the dirt and the turf. She's So Spicy beat the boys at the Breeders' Cup. And Good Cheer brought sustained applause, winning the Kentucky Oaks. And the Eclipse Award goes to Nitrogen.
Trained by Mark Cassie, Nitrogen won 5 graded stakes in 2025, including the Grade 1 Alabama. She earned a 95 by her speed figure in runner-up performances in the Juddmonte Spinster and Longines Breeders' Cup Distaff. Owned and bred in Kentucky by DJ Stable, Nitrogen is a daughter of Medaglia d'Oro.
Thanks. Many of you know me as a glib co-host on the podcast, but I had to write down some notes because I wanted to make sure that I was thanking everybody appropriately. First of all, thanks to all the voters who selected Nitrogen as the 3-year-old filly champion. This is our 3rd Eclipse Award, and 3rd in the past 7 years, but it marks the first time we did it with a homebred. And I know it sounds cliche, but Nitrogen really was exceptional from the start. As a young foal, both Hall of Fame trainer Mark Cassie and Jeff Hazlett of TaylorMade commented that she breathes different air, which is the genesis of how we came up with her name. Throughout her career, Nitrogen exceeded even our lofty expectations. She won the Sovereign Award last year as a maiden. She began this year winning 5 straight stakes races. She won on yielding, soft, and firm turfs and sloppy and fast racetracks, and she finished the year placing or winning at all 9 of her starts. Team Nitrogen are the people standing on this stage, as well as many others who weren't able to make it tonight. But finally, I want to recognize one person, and that's my dad, Len Green. Dad, you are the patriarch of this program, the guiding force behind this organization, the secret sauce to our success, and like this filly, you breathe different air.
This way. I'm gonna go this way. Gotta get your picture.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Congratulations again. Before our next award, shh, y'all, I have kids. I can get real.
I'll let you be in charge of that.
Thank you. Before our next award, thank you, by the way, we want to introduce the young ladies helping hand out trophies tonight. Can we please have a round of applause for Maggie and Annie O'Farrell?
Thank you, ladies. All right, so next up, the 3-year-old male division. I mean, how much fun was it this year, for lack of a better word? I mean, it just gave you everything that you would want. A deep, competitive, immensely talented field.
And when you're describing the finalists, one, you could say in particular, really lived up to his name, demanding authority, capturing hearts from the beginning with wins at the Derby, the Belmont, the Travers.
Another was a throwback. I mean, sturdy, powerful, consistent. I heard a cheer. They might know who I'm talking about. He showed up every time, never ducked a challenge, and in doing so, became a fan favorite.
And one finalist with a lot to live up to in terms of sibling rivalry and name recognition of his own. The half-brother to Mage and Dornick, he was confidently consistent, perhaps embodies the most grit in this category in our trio, coming from behind to finish strong when it mattered most.
These were the best 3-year-olds in racing, and the best part about it, we ain't done with them yet. We get to see them again. Yes, that is worth a cheer. So here are your finalists for Outstanding 3-Year-Old Male.
Triple Crown season may have come a little early for Mayfold Baeza, but by September he won the Grade 1 Pennsylvania Derby, proving his mettle and bringing even more distinction to his talented namesake, Hall of Fame jockey Braulio Baeza.
Baeza gets his moment in the sun in the Pennsylvania Derby.
Overcoming an eventful trip at Pimlico and then mounting a furious and memorable late charge, journalism wrote the headline to win the Preakness Stakes in dramatic fashion. He hit the board in all 3 Triple Crown races.
Journalism is still running on. He's back into second. He might even win it. There's the wire. Oh my goodness! Journalism!
Sovereignty reigned supreme in 5 of his 6 2025 starts in an impressive campaign. He dominated the Kentucky Derby, Belmont, and Travers Stakes to rule the division.
As Sovereignty rolls home to win by more than 8 lengths. Congratulations to Belmont. There's your Travers.
All right. Oh, these are pretty. To no surprise, having received 100% of the first place votes cast, Lindsay?
The Eclipse Award for Outstanding 3-Year-Old Male is Sovereignty.
Godolphin homebred Sovereignty earned convincing scores in the Kentucky Derby and Belmont Stakes. He also captured the Fountain of Youth, Jim Dandy, and the Travers, posting a career-best 1:15 Beyer speed figure in Saratoga's Midsummer Derby. Sovereignty is trained by Bill Mott and was ridden in all of his victories by Junior Alvarado.
I'm so honored and privileged to represent Godolphin's founder, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, in accepting the Champion 3-Year-Old Colt Award for his stunningly brilliant colt, Sovereignty. We were so lucky as fans to witness Sovereignty's brilliance in some spectacular, goosebump, hair standing up on the back of your neck, spine-tingling performances. The race callers captured those moments perfectly during his races. Here's a little recap. Time for the royal blue to don some red. Sovereignty rules the Kentucky Derby. Witnessing greatness. Absolutely leaving no doubt who the best 3-year-old is in the world. I really like that one. A big thank you to Sovereignty's team, Junior Alvarado. He gave some awesome rides on Sovereignty this year. None more than in the Kentucky Derby, with the deft skill of getting from post 19 to be on the rail as it went by the wire the first time was spectacular on his behalf. It was probably the winning of the race, saving all that ground on the first turn. Thank you so much, Junior. For Bill Mott, the Hall of Fame trainer, skillfully calling all the right shots from Florida to New York via Kentucky and bringing Sovereignty to peak not once but 3 times. And the whole team that is Mott Racing had a massive part to play in his success, from Neil Pazanski, Kenny McCarthy, Leanna Williford, Jimmy Kispo, Guzzler Cardona, Indelcios Martinez Sarte. Sovereignty brought us lots of firsts. First Kentucky Derby for Godolphin and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. Thank you to Sovereignty for the ride of a lifetime.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the voice of Parks Racing, Jessica Paquette.
the great stories of thoroughbred racing has been a time-honored craft and tradition in North America going back many generations. Tonight, we honor 6 individuals representing varied and diverse media outlets which comprise our Media Eclipse Award winners of 2025. Before we do that, we would like to recognize an annual prestigious prize for outstanding writing. Congratulations to Josh Pons, who has won the 2025 Tony Ryan Book Award. And now, let's take a look at our 2025 Media Eclipse Award winners.
Sovereignty's victory in the Belmont Stakes brought Fox Sports its Eclipse Award for live television programming. The Belmont Show included a compelling profile on Sovereignty's trainer Bill Mott and his family, awarded Fox Sports its second Eclipse for television feature.
On behalf of everyone at Fox Sports, especially our Belmont Stakes producer Bill Richards, director Brian Lilly, and segment producer Etienne Mater, thank you for this tremendous honor. We're grateful to all of our friends and colleagues in racing, including Tom Rooney and his team at the NTRA, Jim Gagliano and everyone at the Jockey Club, and especially our incredible partners at NTRA, Dave O'Rourke, Tony Olivato, Eric Donovan, Mark Holliday and the NTRA board, and of course our tireless talent and crew. We also owe our deepest gratitude to the Mott family for allowing our Tom Rinaldi to tell their story. Thank you for your trust and confidence. It's a privilege to be a small part of this beautiful game, and we look forward to a lot more great races, unforgettable horses, and winning tickets in the years to come. Thank you.
Natalie Voss won her 4th Eclipse Award for Doom Scroll, Thoroughbred, Veil Pens, and Horse Traders in the category of news writing for the Pollock Report.
I'm honored and humbled to win the Eclipse Award for my series on the Veil Pens, which is an important subject to me. I'm grateful to the team at the Pollock Report for their support on this series, to my husband Joe for his support in life and editorial, and I'm grateful to the horses, who are the reason for everything that I do.
Jay Pribman received a special Eclipse Award for career excellence upon his retirement from the daily racing form, but returns to win his first for riding with the feature Lucas Morphed from Caustic to Avuncular.
I'd like to thank Daily Racing Form, in particular editor Jody Swavey and managing editor Erwin Cohen for giving the story the space that it needed to tell the whole tale. I owe Frank Miramati at Cheese Pizza because he's the one who actually came up with the idea and was insistent and persistent that it get done. And obviously a debt of gratitude to Wayne Lucas for a singularly amazing career that it was my privilege to be able to chronicle. Thank you.
The Multimedia Award winner is the Freakonomics podcast, The Horse Is Us. This is the first media eclipse for producer Augusta Chapman.
I would like to thank our host, Stephen, my editor, Ellen, our engineers, Nellie, Jeremy, and Jasmine. I would like to thank Nick Nevis, who came to Kentucky to help us record, all the other producers on our team, Alina, Teo, and Zach, everybody else at the network who was incredible in this process, everybody who taught me about horses. I want to thank our guests on this episode, Jill Stowe, Oscar Gonzalez, Emily Plant, Richard Migliore, and Mark Taylor. And I'd like to thank the NTRA for this honor. Thank you so much.
Veteran photographer Skip Dickstein adds a second eclipse with Unseated, published in the Blood Horse and Albany Times Union. Dickstein previously won in 1996.
I'd like to thank the NTRA and all the people that are connected with the industry, from the breeders, the backstretch workers, owners, trainers, and jockeys. Without all these people, we would not be here. I would also like to congratulate the other Eclipse Award recipients on their awards. Thank you again for this wonderful honor.
And congratulations to the 2025 Media Eclipse Award winners. Keep it going, come on. They did an incredible job this year. So the image that you just saw of Ira Ortiz Jr. in between two horses, it's proof
Jockeys are some of the toughest, most fearless athletes in sports. Bill Shoemaker once said, "It takes more courage to ride a racehorse than it does to fly a fighter jet." I'm going to trust him on that. But it's because this is a profession where the margin for error is measured in inches and every decision is made at full speed. It's that fearlessness that fuels the competitiveness, because the best jockeys know to be the best, you have to beat the best. And this year, these riders pushed each other to extraordinary heights. Our finalists tonight combined for a total of 778 wins last year, over $100 million in earnings. The top two only separated by a little over $1,000. So it truly was a season decided by the narrowest of margins. So here are this year's finalists for Outstanding Jockey.
Irod Ortiz Jr., who idolized John Velasquez while growing up in Puerto Rico, won 334 races, while his mounts earned over $40 million, topping the list by the narrowest of margins. This year, he rode Ben Tornado, She's So Spicy, and Cy Fair to Breeders' Cup victories. French native Flavien Prat won 13 Grade 1 races in 2025, also amassing $40 million in purses. His globetrotting may have cost him some mounts, but he still managed 294 victories, including major wins on Fian, Excellent Truth, and Sierra Leone. The veteran Hall of Famer John Velasquez enjoyed a banner year, winning 10 Grade 1s and $21 million in purses. His resurgence included victories on Eclipse Award finalists Ted Nafi and She Feels Pretty.
Well, a lot of love for our riders, and rightfully so. The Eclipse Award for Outstanding Jockey goes to Flavien Prat.
This is the second consecutive Outstanding Jockey Eclipse Award for Flavien Prat, coming off a banner year of 46 graded stakes and more than $40 million in purses won.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to express my gratitude to the voters and the NTRA. I also would like to take a moment to acknowledge my fellow nominees. Irad, your consistency and competitiveness continue to raise the bar. Congrats on your great season. Johnny, behind your success on the track, I would like to thank you for representing the Jockeys Colony with such commitment and leadership for so many years. I love Johnny's here. Thank you to all the owners and trainers for your continued support and opportunity you have given me. I also would like to thank all the stables employees for your countless hours caring for the horses. To my agent, Brad, thank you for representing me with such professionalism. Great job. I also like to recognize the support of my valet, my travel agent, Stretch. Finally, thank you to my friends and my family. Your support means everything to me. Thank you very much.
Kopian made a 5-wide move over a sloppy track in Churchill Downs Grade 1 Derby City Distaff to engulf her competitors and cement her spot in the finals.
Here's Kopian, who's up for the lead right at the 16th pole, and Kopian kicks away.
A perfect 4 for 4 in U.S. turf sprints during 2025, including the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint against open older rivals. The 3-year-old She's So Spicy was a fiery contender, regardless of the competition.
She's So Spicy, getting the 6.5 furlongs powerfully.
Splendora dominated in her 3 2025 starts at Del Mar, culminating in an easy victory in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint, taking the championship event by nearly 5 lengths.
Splendora running away in the Filly and Mare Sprint. She won it by 5 lengths on the wire.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Breeders' Cup Limited, John Kitt.
Our 3 finalists all won Grade 1 races, which included Splendora winning the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint, She's So Spicy capturing the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint at Del Mar, and Copion taking the Derby City Distaff at Churchill Downs. And the Eclipse Award goes to She's So Spicy.
She's So Spicy showed plenty of heat in 2025 with 5 wins, culminating with the Prevagen Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint at Del Mar, where the 3-year-old posted a career-best buyer speed figure of 105. Owned by More Play Racing and Cutter Racing and trained by Jose D'Angelo, She's So Spicy was bred in Kentucky by Bill and Corin Heiligbrodt.
Oh, man. Just want to say thank you to, first and foremost, She's So Spicy. What a horse, you know. Thank you to Jose D'Angelo. Man, he has a spot in my heart. He's an amazing trainer. My family here, I'm going to start here with my son, Josh, my partner, Ezekiel Dogger, which is my grandson. He's the one that's always pushing on the horses. My wife, Dawn, Cameron Dogger, my son-in-law, my wife, my daughter, Mariah. Valentina supports us, supports Josh. But, you know, I'd like to also thank Erod. Man, it was an amazing feeling to watch you ride She's So at the Breeders' Cup. You know, when we first started, I said, you know, I want to win with you, man. And it was an amazing, amazing feeling. Thank you, Erod. Thank you to Jose's dad, Kiko, amazing trainer. So many people in the back end. Flaco, which is an amazing assistant trainer. He took so much care of She's So Spicy when she was at the Breeders' Cup and everywhere she goes. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us, you know, to do this. And this, real quick, you know, I come from absolutely nothing, which many of you may or may not, but this goes to anyone, any of those kids or any young person that has dreams. I am that dream. Anyone can make it. You work really, really hard. Stay focused. You can make it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Congratulations. Our next Eclipse Award goes to a competitor who Thank you. It goes to a competitor who began going to the Kentucky Derby in the mid-'80s and has been showing up ever since. And what began as a hobby, a really challenging hobby, to get his mind off his day job in finance, turned into a new love that led him to the trophy this year at the NHC in Las Vegas. And in fact, our recipient just told me backstage that he owns that finance company with his wife, Denise, who is here with him tonight. Where's Denise? Yes, Denise. And he said, Denise said to him, I knew this was going to happen. I just didn't think it would take 4 years, just 4 years. Congratulations, and here is your 2025 Horseplayer of the Year, Dan Piazza.
Good evening, everyone. Standing here tonight as the National Handicap Champion is both humbling and overwhelming. The Eclipse Awards represent the very best of our sport, and to be recognized among so many extraordinary horsemen, horsewomen, and fellow handicappers is an honor I will never forget. First, I want to thank the NTRA for giving handicappers a place at the table alongside the horses, trainers, and jockeys who inspire us every day. To compete in Las Vegas this past March, surrounded by the most talented players in the country, was a privilege in itself. Winning was simply the result of preparation meeting opportunity. I owe this moment to my family and friends who have supported me through countless hours of study, late nights with past performances, and the ups and downs that come with the game. Their encouragement kept me grounded and focused. I also want to acknowledge the racing community, from the breeders and trainers to the jockeys and grooms, owners, racetrack employees, and the entire backside community, whose dedication makes this sport possible. Without their passion, there would be no races to handicap, no stories to follow, and no dreams to chase. As a proud part owner with Crownsway Racing, I've seen firsthand the commitment and heart that goes into every horse, every barn, and every race. It deepens my respect for the game and reminds me that none of us succeed alone. Finally, to my fellow handicappers, this award is not just about one person. It's about all of us who love the challenge, who respect the puzzle, and who find joy in the pursuit of insight. I'm proud to represent our community tonight, and I hope my journey inspires others to keep learning, keep playing, and keep believing. Thank you again for this incredible honor. I'm deeply grateful. I'll carry this moment with me always.
Narrowly missing a victory in the Breeders' Cup Sprint in 2024, Ben Tornado got his Ecorche Trophy in the 2025 edition, showcasing his brilliant speed and tenacity.
Ben Tornado, Nevada Ortiz, has won the Breeders' Cup Sprint.
New Jersey-bred Bookham Dano, a fan favorite throughout the year, dominated last summer. His 4 wins from 5 starts included 3 straight graded stakes at Saratoga.
Bookham Dano, what a summer!
A true middle distance horse, at least for now. Nisos only won a single sprint in 2025, but it was an impressive one. His triple bend at Santa Anita earned a 108 Beyer speed figure, his highest of the year.
Look at Nisos. Just galloped through the stretch in the triple bend.
To present the award for Champion Male Sprinter, please welcome Chief Executive Officer and Executive Vice President of the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association, Lonnie Powell.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. And on behalf of the Florida Thoroughbred industry, I might add the live and coupled Florida Thoroughbred industry, we welcome you to Florida. Thank you. In keeping with the theme of sharing memories about the great legend and friend of so many, Wayne Lukas, this category was no stranger to Wayne. He had 2 champion sprinters that we all recall so well, in Gulch and Orientate. In addition, he won his first Preakness sprint with Florida-bred Codex of Tartan Stable. What's amazing about the nominees this evening is between them, they have won a total of 9 championship caliber races. And now the Eclipse goes to, let's see, Bookham Dano.
Bookham Dano rolled to the Male Sprinter Championship with 3 wins at Saratoga, punctuated by a 111 Beyer speed figure in the Grade 2 Alfred Vanderbilt and a Grade 1 win in the Forago. Owned by Atlantic 6 Racing and trained by Derek Ryan, the son of Bucaro was bred in New Jersey by Gregory Kilka and Brightview Farm.
How about that Jersey bred? Jersey! We are truly honored to accept the Eclipse Award on behalf of our horse of a lifetime, Bookham Dano. Thank you to the voters for recognizing a season of sustained excellence. In this sport, you need a lot of luck, a lot of dedication, and an exceptional horse. Tonight, we celebrate all three. I'd also like to recognize the other nominees, Ben Tornado and Nisos. And I'd like to introduce my partners, Mark, Jim, and Jeff Rubenstein, Jeff Resnikoff, Jim Scappi, and Frank Kamasa, who couldn't be here. He did it, Frankie. We wouldn't be here tonight without the efforts of others. Paco Lopez, he developed an incredible rapport with this horse, took him to another level. Derek Ryan, his entire crew, I can't say enough about the job Derek has done with this horse. The management of his campaign, his physical well-being, and his incredible consistency are a testament to his ability. Also with us tonight are the breeders, Greg Kilka, Christine Conley of Brightview Farm, Chris Gracie, Joe and Sarah Hennessy, Harlan Malter, who stands Bichara. Randy and Justin Wrench are not here, but are an important reason why we are. Also tonight, cousin Steve and Dano's personal dentist, who happens to be my brother Paul. It's an exciting experience to do this with friends and family. After the forego, Frank Miramati coined the phrase, "What a summer," describing Dano's efforts. With this award, we can now add, "What a year." Thank you very much.
Let's go.
That's a thought, so you could just keep on going. Congratulations once again. How about that New Jersey bred? All right, I'm going to take a vibe check here. We're about halfway through. How's everybody feeling? You okay with our pace thus far? No, okay, that was not happy with the pace. Noted. Moving right on. Okay, so we do move from the quickness of the sprinter to an endurance and agility of a steeplechase horse. Together, these two awards remind us how versatile the thoroughbred is. From blistering speed to the strength and courage it takes to master distance, terrain, and jumping at full flight. Outstanding Steeplechase horse celebrates the athletes who put it all together, proving that greatness isn't measured by one skill, but by the ability to do it all. Here are the finalists for Champion Steeplechase Horse.
Cool Jet won the Grade 1 Commonwealth Cup in the spring, as well as a pair of Grade 3 races in the fall, to make the Jack Fisher trainee a top contender for this award.
And the Commonwealth Cup champion is Cool Jet with a scintillating score.
Trained by Kerry Bryan, Swore captured the Grade 1 Lonesome Glory Handicap after winning his first race just the start before.
Swore is very game and not giving in. Catching with every single stride, Swore got back up to win.
And Aga Khan-bred Zanahir shipped to Far Hills for the Grade 1 Grand National, and the 8-year-old got up to win under a bold ride by Jack Kennedy for his third straight score.
Zanahir, it's going to be close to the American Grand National. Zanahir!
All right, the Eclipse Award for Outstanding Steeplechase Horse goes to Cool Jet.
Cool Jet was all class, winning 3 consecutive graded stakes in his championship season. Owned by River D Stable and trained by Jack Fisher, Cool Jet was bred in Ireland by Mrs. Deirdre McGrath.
Wow. On behalf of American Steeplechasing, we are honored to be part of Thoroughbred Racing's biggest night, and congratulations to all the finalists and all the winners. To Pat Boyle and his family for having the faith and sending a 6-year-old maiden across the world. To Sue and George Sensor, Lee McGettigan, Co Eldridge, and their families for having the confidence in Cool Jet and River D. To Jack and Sheila Fisher, you made our dreams come true again. To Paul, who rides Cool Jet every day, Jenna, Ashley, and the rest of the Kingfisher team, thank you. To Annie, Miles, you've been there for Cool Jet's best days and his worst days, and mine too. And Annie, I wouldn't be here without you. To Mom, Dad, Joe, and Sheila, all my family and friends, thank you. Dad, this is your kind of horse. Most of all, to Cool Jet and Bernie Dalton. If you're ever asked a trivia question about the oldest combination of an Eclipse Award winner, it goes to the 9-year-old horse and a 57-year-old jockey who made magic in 2025. And thank you to all the voters. For the record, I had a vote, I abstained, but you got it right. Thank you.
Well, a big congratulations to Cool Jet, co-owned by Sean Clancy, who, by the way, is used to being up here with the media winners, but tonight wearing a very different hat. He's the one giving the quotes, not getting the quotes tonight. So congratulations, Sean. There is something so special about when a passion meets a purpose. And if you can find that, you've got to bottle it up. When others enjoy the effects of such a thing, it no doubt has the power to move us, to change, to make us think. We know this event tonight as it is because of legendary journalist Ed Bowen. Shh. Thank you. Ed touched everything in thoroughbred racing. His writing, as you know, was what we knew as kids falling in love with this sport, and his service back to this sport is immeasurable. His wife, Ruthie, who you're going to hear from, talked about Ed's passion to Blood Horse, and she said, he followed the races on the weekend, sent emails to people when they won. He loved the sport. He liked the guy at the barn. He liked the owners. He just loved the whole deal. Here is more on this year's recipient of the Eclipse Award of Merit, Ed Bowen.
The late Ed Bowen was a man who made horses and thoroughbred racing the forefront of his life. As an author and journalist, he was considered by many to be American racing's greatest historian for the last 60 years, and maybe ever. He loved the animals, the people, the venues, and the competition, all of which shine through countless articles and the myriad of books he authored. Ed's love of horses began by reading Walter Farley's Black Stallion books, and his love of thoroughbred racing was ignited by watching it on television. From a college student at the University of Florida and the University of Kentucky to later in life becoming a trustee for the National Museum and Racing Hall of Fame, his firsthand accounts and stories of our sport kindled interest in racing fans around the globe and even touched these Eclipse Awards ceremonies as we know them today by writing scripts for the ceremonies and highlighting the voters' finalists in every category since its inception. Longtime Blood Horse Magazine editor-in-chief and then president of the Grayson Jockey Club Research Foundation for over 2 decades, Ed proved his commitment to excellence, bringing both organizations to new heights under his thoughtful guidance. During his storied career, Ed Bowen was an honored guest of the Thoroughbred Club of America. An Eclipse Award winner for magazine writing, he won the National Turf Riders Walter Haight Award and the Kentucky Thoroughbred Owners and Breeders Charles Engelhardt Award, while earning many other accolades. For his selfless commitment to our sport, it is only fitting that a man who devoted his life to the horse, backstretch workers, owners, trainers, and jockeys, groundbreaking equine research, and racing's Hall of Fame museum be endowed with an Eclipse Award of Merit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Grayson Jockey Club Research Foundation Director, Del Hancock.
That video talks about Ed and what a great career he had, both at the Blood Horse and also at Grayson. but it doesn't say what a delightful, wonderful person he was to spend time with. It's my pleasure and honor to present this award to Ed's family.
Thank you. Ed would be overjoyed and overwhelmed to receive this honor. I think for him, the idea of being on a list that includes Paul Mellon, Bill Shoemaker, Alfred Vanderbilt, Claiborne Farm, I could go on, would completely thrill him. Thank you so much.
Wow. As you just heard, Ed spent his life chronicling the people and the bloodlines that shape our sport, reminding us that greatness in racing, it's never really an accident. It is planned, studied, nurtured from the very beginning. Breeders don't meet these horses on race day. They see them from day one, watching them develop physically and mentally, and those personalities taking shape long before the spotlight ever arrives. So every great story starts there. And tonight, we honor the people who make it all possible with the Eclipse Award for Outstanding Breeder.
Don Alberto Corporation bred the winners of 121 races and earners of over $10 million. Preakness winner Journalism and Grade 1 Cotillion winner Clico were among their highlights in 2025. Godolphin breds once again topped the category with 209 wins and 24 total graded races. This was good for over $16 million in purses. Kentucky Oaks winner Good Cheer and Kentucky Derby winner Sovereignty, both homebreds, underlined their phenomenal year. With 172 wins and over $11 million in purse earnings, WinStar Farms showed their continuing commitment to raising quality racehorses. 8 graded winners highlighted their own season, with even more bred by clients exiting their program.
To present the award for Outstanding Breeder, please welcome Chair of the Jockey Club, Everett Dobson.
The breeders, they are the architects of our future champions. The craft and creativity to produce the best matches makes breeding racehorses one of the great challenges and rewards. All 3 of our finalists have met those challenges with great success. And the Eclipse Award goes to Godolphin.
This is the 5th consecutive Outstanding Breeder Eclipse Award and 6th overall for Darley and Godolphin, who last year led North American progeny earnings with more than $27 million.
What an honor it is to stand here and accept this on behalf of our founder, Sheikh Mohammed, and everybody at Team Godolphin. The beauty about this is it's been a phenomenal year, highlighted by that first weekend in May. And that first weekend, the beauty of it was all of our divisions had a hand in the formative years of those 2 star athletes. You had Good Cheer, who was born on Stonerside out in Bourbon County, led by Ben Lynch and his team, and she spent her yearling year at Raceland with Paul Seitz and his team. And then you roll on to 24 hours later, and you had Sovereignty, was born in Woodford County at a team at Gainsborough Farm led by Gary Harlow. Gary's been with us for 33 years. And for any of you guys that foal mares in the middle of the night and the dreams are alive when those foals hit the ground, and this term, this could be the next Oaks winner, or this could be the next Derby winner. Well, I guess this year it was our turn for both. So I want to say thank you to every one of our team who puts on that blue shirt every day coming to work and who represents Godolphin to the highest standard. Without all the hard work and effort you guys put in, these are not possible. It's not possible to be here for these awards. So thank you all very, very much.
Perennial leader Godolphin made 429 starts in 2025, winning 98 races and posting almost 22 million in purse earnings. Sovereignty was certainly the stable star for the boys in blue.
Sovereignty and Junior Alvarado in the Belmont Stakes.
Stakes-winning fillies Deep Learning and Fully Subscribed showcased the red and white silks of Klarovich Stable in 2025. Stable runners appeared in the winner's circle 68 times while banking over $6 million.
Dynamic pricing wins the Just a Game.
6 Grade 1 wins and $5 million in purses underlined a banner year for Spendthrift Farm. Undefeated multiple Grade 1 winner Ted Noffey carried their purple and orange colors with distinction.
Ted Noffey did it!
To present the award for Outstanding Owner, please welcome from the Thoroughbred Owners and Breeders Association, Chairman David O'Farrell and President Dan Metzger.
At TOBA, our mission is to improve the economics, integrity, and pleasure of the sport on behalf of thoroughbred breeders and owners. Our 3 finalists for Outstanding Owner exemplify the highest standards of leading owners. Congratulations to all on their outstanding seasons.
And the winner of the Outstanding Owner, 6 years in a row, Godolphin.
Godolphin and Darley have now been honored with Outstanding Owner Award 9 times. In 2025, their featured stars included 3-year-old champ Sovereignty and Eclipse Award finalists Good Cheer, Notable Speech, and Rebels Romance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tremendous honor for me to accept this award on behalf of Godolphin. And this award is a testament to the hard work and loyalty of every single member of Team Godolphin. We are fortunate to work with a great team, Dan, Michael, Emma, and everybody at the farms and the training barn. Their dedication makes evenings like this happen. As a team, we will continue to do as we do and be who we are for the love of the thoroughbred. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to everyone at Godolphin on winning the double again. One well-known recipient other than Godolphin to win the double included Patrice Wolfson, who owned Harborview Farm with her late husband, Louis. Harborview won the Eclipse Awards for owner and breeder back in 1978. Patrice tonight leads a group of those we lost this year, including acclaimed trainer Christophe Clement and legendary jockey Ronnie Turcotte, who became an international sensation, of course, in 1973, riding Secretariat to the first Triple Crown in 25 years. Let's now take a moment to remember.
I think all of us felt like we would have Wayne around forever. He was a constant in an ever-changing environment. But what he left behind is something that will truly last forever. Because for D. Wayne Lukas, training was never just a career. It was a lifelong love of the horse and this sport. Before dawn, in his usual seat atop his pony, he was a fixture of the morning. Day after day, living a life you only choose if you truly love what you do. Training isn't 9 to 5. It's 24/7, 365. It means sacrifice. So why do they do it? Why did Wayne do it right till the very end? Because he loved it. And when you love it, it doesn't feel like sacrifice. It feels like purpose. That is what it means to be a horseman. So here are the finalists for Outstanding Trainer.
Chad Brown won 197 races last year, 10 of them Grade 1s, amassing over $24 million in earnings, and include Eclipse finalist Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone has won the Whitney.
A tad over $30 million was the amount Brad Cox runners earned during 2025. He won 5 Grade 1 races and had 26 graded victories, including the historic Kentucky Oaks and Florida Derby.
If you're looking for a shortcut to Louisville, take a ride onto Pan Street. He wins the Florida Derby by a length and a half.
Sovereignty's Kentucky Derby, Belmont, and Travers may have garnered the headlines, but Bill Mott was more than a one-horse trainer. His stable won 102 races in all and totaled over $16 million in earnings.
Congratulations to Bill Mott. There's your Travers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Executive Vice President and Chief Racing Officer of Breeders' Cup Limited, Dora Delgado.
Chad Brown, Brad Cox, and Bill Mott have 11 outstanding Eclipse Awards between them. This year alone, they combined for nearly 600 victories and more than $71 million in purses earned. And the Eclipse Award goes to Bill Mott.
This is the 5th Outstanding Trainer Eclipse Award for Bill Mott, who previously won the honor in 1995, 1996, 2011, and in 2023.
Well, there won't be any problem for me to keep this at 1 minute or less. But I just wanted to bring these 3 people up here with me. They're the main leaders of our entire outfit on the day. They lead the day-to-day charge. I've got Neil Poznansky, Kenny McCarthy, Leanna Williford, and they do all the heavy lifting. I'm so grateful for this. It feels like we've made another comeback. And it's great to be up here again. And I want to thank all our staff. These people head the staff, but we've got a great crew, a lot of good people that work hard. And I want to thank all the owners, all the jockeys, everybody, and particularly, you know, everybody that starts out with these horses from the very beginning. I mean, I think everybody's important, and this one's for the entire crew. So thank you very much, and good to be back. Thank you.
Scylla posted a strong 6-race campaign against strictly Grade 1 and 2 competition. It culminated with her best race of the year in the Breeders' Cup Distaff.
Scylla by 4, Scylla by 5. Scylla's so strong in the distaff. She won it for fun.
Winning her last 3 starts of 2025, all at Del Mar. As the Daily Racing Form said, Splendora engulfed her foes in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint, winning by nearly 5 lengths.
Splendora running away in in the filling affair sprint. She won it by 5 lengths on the wire.
The defending Horse of the Year and fan darling Torpedo Anna captured 4 graded stakes, including fixtures like the Grade 1 Apple Blossom at Oaklawn Park and the Grade 1 Personal Ensign at Saratoga.
It's Torpedo Anna. Darth Vader's coming at her. Torpedo Anna. Darth Vader. Here's the line. Photo finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and Chief Executive Officer of Keeneland and Chair of the NTRA, Shannon Arvon.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here with you tonight. 2025 was an extraordinary year for the sport of thoroughbred racing, marked by unforgettable moments on the racetrack and tremendous interest and excitement in our sport, as evidenced by record-setting gross sales at Keeneland. Those moments happened because of everyone in this room and the teams you have built, the breeders, trainers, exercise riders, grooms, hot walkers, the entire ecosystem of remarkable people who make this sport thrive. And most of all, extraordinary moments in this sport happen because of the thoroughbred. Your support fuels our industry and Keeneland's mission to invest in the industry and sport's future. On behalf of all of us at Keeneland, thank you. And now it's my privilege to announce the winner of Older Dirt Female. They combined for 4 Grade 1 victories and exceeded $8.5 million in career earnings. And the Eclipse Award goes to Torpedo Anna.
This is the 3rd Eclipse Award for Torpedo Anna, who was last year's champion 3-year-old filly and Horse of the Year. In 2025, she captured Grade 1s in the Apple Blossom at Oaklawn Park and the Personal Ensign at Saratoga. A Keeneland Championship sale graduate, Torpedo Anna raced for Hillendale Equine Holdings, Magdalena Racing, Mark Edwards, and Judy Hicks, and was trained by Kenny McPeak.
Hi. There are so many people that make up the entourage of her being. There's a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and agonizing anticipation, which usually paid off in overwhelming joy, unparalleled excitement, and a ton of pride, and the unwavering support of all of her fans from coast to coast and everywhere in between. She had a constant desire to run, coupled with her competitiveness, was a thrill to watch and be part of. But that unrelentless desire of spirit and energy had to be funneled in the right direction. So I have to thank Kenny McPeak for directing her in the right pathway that she completed, and it'll be remembered for a long time to come. While she was parading during her final tribute at Churchill, she passed the cameraman and she looked right at him, and it's as if she was saying, hey, once a grizzly, always a grizzly. So I recall one day when something Kenny had said. He said, you know, she rode the crest of an enormous wave, and that wave must come to shore. Her wave kind of crashed ashore, but she stood up, walked down that beach, and she never looked back. So you know what? Our daughters grow up, they leave home, and you hope that they succeed. Pretty happy how Torpedo Anna turned out. So on behalf of Torpedo Anna and all of her connections, I am honored to accept this Eclipse Award for Older Dirt Female. Torpedo Anna, Chapter 1 has now come to a close. On to Chapter 2.
Zenyatta has a lot of ground to make up. Zenyatta, if she wins this, she'll be a super horse. She's starting to pick them off, though. Zenyatta going to hook to the outside. Meanwhile, it's Colonel John. Summerbird in the red cap. And Zenyatta's come to the outside. Zenyatta coming flying on the grandstand side. Gio Ponte on the inside. Summerbird is right there. This is unbelievable. Zenyatta, what a performance. One we'll never forget.
I mean, it still gives me chills, right? Mike Smith likes to say that the ground shook in Southern California that day, and not because of an earthquake. Zenyatta's performance was as unforgettable as, of course, the call that captured it. Growing up in Southern California, Trevor Denman was the soundtrack of racing for me. His signature phrases burned into my memory because a great track announcer doesn't just call a race. They make you feel it, right? They take you on the ride as it's unfolding. And that's exactly what Trevor did. His voice became a fixture in our living rooms, his storytelling etched into the sport's most iconic moments, giving us memories that were, quite simply, unbelievable. Tonight, the special Eclipse Award for Career Excellence honors a man whose voice, passion, and presence have left, no doubt, a lasting imprint on this sport.
Beloved track announcer Trevor Denman began calling races at Santa Anita's Oak Tree meeting in 1983. Although his South African accent and descriptive style were a departure from traditional American race calls, it didn't take long for fans to begin lip-syncing his signature, and away they go as the starting gate flew open.
And away they go to a perfect beginning.
Trevor never scripted his calls, but used his legendary catchphrases, moving like an express train. They'll have to sprout wings and ring up the register to pepper his calls, bringing joy to backers of the successful runners they imply. A man who thoroughly loved his job. At one time, he called races at Santa Anita, Hollywood Park, Del Mar, and Fairplex. A relentless schedule. Among his most notable race calls are the iconic 1989 Preakness between Sunday Silence and Easy Goer.
Easy Goer and Sunday Silence going nose and nose in the Preakness. Sunday Silence, Easy Goer. Here's the finish. Sunday Silence wins it by a nose.
The 2009 Breeders' Cup Classic, won by the unbelievable Zenyatta. And the flip side, the 2010 Breeders' Cup Classic, won by Blaine, breaking Zenyatta's win streak in her final start.
Right, Zenyatta is flying, Blaine trying to hold on, Blaine, and Zenyatta, the lane has won it ahead.
Trevor's passion for horses goes beyond his employment. He's always fought for the respect of the horse itself. As one of the original champions of aftercare and the crop restrictions, commonplace now, but novelties when he first advocated for them. For more than 40 magnificent years of service to our sport, the NTRA, Daily Racing Form, and National Turf Riders and Broadcasters honor Trevor Denman with a special Eclipse Award for Career Excellence.
Accepting the Special Eclipse Award on behalf of Trevor Denman, please welcome longtime industry exec and advisor at Brown Advisory, Craig Frabel.
Thank you. It was a dark, rainy weekday in January of 1983 when a young South African appeared in the racing office at Santa Anita and unannounced and talked his way into seeing the legendary Mr. Kilroe. The ask was simple, somewhat brazen. He wanted to call a race that afternoon at the Great Race Place. He was turned over to Mr. Alan Balch, who, intrigued by that request, decided to give it a shot. With 10 minutes to prepare to look at the race card, Trevor gave it a shot and called his first race in the United States. As the story goes, the crusty veterans of the Santa Anita press box, and there were a lot of them in those days, thought it was both flawless and unique. Even more telling, the customer service booth at Santa Anita was flooded with comments from fans asking for more. So began a remarkable career, starting with Oak Tree Meet that fall. It says a lot when one hears that after that first Oak Tree meeting, Santa Anita changed the program listing for the job of announcer to the job of commentator. As we've heard many times, Trevor told the story of a race from the appearance of the horses going to the post and loading through the finish with a poet's heart. He once told our friend Frank Miramati, "Just open your eyes and tell them what you see." And that's what he did. And while those race cards allowed fans in the paddock or elsewhere unable to see the action to understand both the pace and development of a race like never before or since, they were also a platform for Trevor's opinions, many directed at the use of the riding crop. He never called out a fraction. He preferred to focus on bringing the pace and dynamics of a race to life with words and reading for all of us the body language of both horse and riders. He wasn't perfect. In the 21 years we worked together at Del Mar and after at the Breeders' Cup, he never pronounced my name correctly. Nonetheless, he had an uncanny ability to pick up a horse on the turn or at the quarter pole about to take over a race. Bob Baffert once said that Trevor created excitement at the quarter pole that no one else ever had or could. Over drinks in the Surf and Saddle on a Monday night after the races, he shared his amazing knowledge of the poetry of Percy Bysshe Shelley, veganism, and more importantly, his deep feelings about the treatment of the horses that we're here to celebrate tonight. There is no doubt that his advocacy on behalf of those horses helped us along the road to the progress that we are so rightly proud of tonight. Just as Churchill mobilized the English language and sent it into battle during World War II, Trevor Denman took a South African accent on the road to California and changed thoroughbred racing. And so, with particular gratitude to those fans at Santa Anita Park who filled out those comment forms on that cold, rainy winter day, it's an honor to accept this Eclipse Award on behalf of Trevor Denman. Thank you all.
I thought it's time for me to share a little about myself. Because I like to talk about myself. Kidding. I love movies, and this sounds silly, but one of my dreams as a kid was to announce an award at the Oscars. So I was thinking that honestly, if you would have told me that I'd be announcing at the equine version of the Oscars a category labeled older dirt male, that I would have thought you were crazy, right? I mean, I would have thought it probably would have included like Clint Eastwood, John Wayne, Steve McQueen, but here we are. And even though it sounds a bit spicy, the talent in this category, it really is something to behold.
The Japanese superstar Forever Young captured the Breeders' Cup Classic, a race his countrymen have coveted since its inception, to push his earnings to nearly $20 million. A thoroughbred named for a Greek demigod that existed long before the human race, Nisos used both his speed and class to win the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, one of 4 stakes he won on the year.
Nisos and Citizen Bowl, side by side and strive for prime. Who's it going to be, Nisos or Citizen Bowl in the Dirt Mile? It is too close to call.
Tenacious and game, last year's 3-year-old champion Sierra Leone finished in the money in every one of his 14 lifetime starts, always against premier company. The 2025 Whitney winner is a fan favorite.
But it's Sierra Leone who takes the lead from last to first. Sierra Leone has won the Whitney.
And the Eclipse Award for older dirt male goes to Forever Young.
During his 4-year-old season, Forever Young won the Saudi Cup and the Longines Breeders' Cup Classic at Del Mar. Owned by Susumu Fujita and trained by Yoshito Yahagi, Forever Young was bred in Japan by Northern Racing. This is the second Eclipse Award winner for Yoshito Yahagi, who saddled Love's Only You to the Female Turf Championship in 2021.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Yoshito Yahagi, the trainer of Forever Young. And another name is the man in the hat. I'm truly honored to receive this award, and I'd like to express my utmost respect to everyone in the United States. A horse raced just once in America last year. ありがとうございます。Forever Young will go to Middle East in this spring campaign. He's still very good condition at the moment. So I always want to be a rival to American horses. I'll do my best. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for tonight, and thank you for Forever Young. Appreciate it.
I want to steal one of them.
Many.
That American flag tie he just wore as well. That may have been my moment of the year. But yes. Lindsay, for you, what was your moment of the year?
Oh my gosh, it was Indiana on that football field. I mean, I could not believe that they pulled that off. That was,
I can't really tell.
Do we have
who's your fans in the audience? Yeah, we're in hurricane territory, so that was a little bit of a dangerous comment. But
I mean, you've got to respect it.
I meant in horse racing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, even a boo, wow.
In horse racing, there are so many moments. It is difficult to choose, but one of my favorites was watching in person the Preakness and seeing what journalism was able to do in that race.
Honestly, I still don't know how he got there, but this year was full of those "are you kidding me" moments.
It made it really fun to be a fan, right?
Yeah, and they were, of course, the ones in control of this next award. So here is your FanDuel NTRA Moment of the Year.
While the Eclipse Awards recognize entire campaigns, the FanDuel NTRA Moment of the Year celebrates a singular, indelible memory burned into our collective consciousness. In fan voting conducted online earlier this month, Forever Young's thrilling victory in the Breeders' Cup Classic at Del Mar was chosen as the FanDuel NTRA Moment of the Year.
Still Forever Young took it. Fierceness is coming. Sierra Leone and journalism, they're coming to the finish. And it is Forever Young. Celebrate Japan!
Avenging a narrow loss in the same race in 2024, Forever Young used a powerful stretch run to become the first Japanese-bred and trained horse to capture the prestigious classic. His victory also solidified Japan's prominence on the world racing stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome content creator, social media influencer, and OwnerView's new owner of the year, Griffin Johnson.
What a great looking group here tonight. Thank you for having me. By now you probably know I'm rarely accused of being silent on important topics, so I'll get right into it. I'm thrilled to be a part of this great sport, and I'm even more thrilled to say that I was an eyewitness to the 2025 Moment of the Year. Here to accept the award is breeder of Forever Young, Shunsuke Yoshida.
Thank you very much to everyone who voted for Forever Young. As a breeder of him, I feel truly fortunate to be involved with this horse. He is very special to us. Our winning Breeders' Cup Classic is very special to Japan racing as well. This award was chosen by votes from American racing fans. I'm deeply thankful thankful to everyone who supported us. Thank you very much for your support and your hospitality. Thank you, America.
French invader Jazora made only one start in North America, but she made it count, winning the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf.
Here comes Jazora! Jazora runs down. She feels ready to win.
Winning Grade 1 races in New York and Canada, She Feels Pretty had a magnificent 2025 for trainer Cherie DeVaux, never finishing worse than second in 5 starts, all of them graded stakes.
She Feels Pretty, Diamond Rain coming on the outside as they hit the wire. She Feels Pretty narrowly from Diamond Rain.
She's So Spicy won 5 of 7 turf sprints, capping her stellar year by going flag fall to that's all in the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint over a deep field of older open company.
But there's no catching. She's so spicy. She's so speedy in the sprint.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from FanDuel TV my colleagues Christina Blacker and Andy Biancone.
They were pretty, they were spicy, and they were fast. Grade 1 winners in Canada, France, and the U.S. highlight our brilliant group of female turf finalists.
Congratulations to all the connections on a remarkable season. And the Eclipse Award goes to, can I get a drum roll? She Feels Pretty!
Champion female turf horse She Feels Pretty won 2 Grade 1s last year, the New York Stakes at Saratoga and the E.P. Taylor at Woodbine, where she produced a 104 Beyer speed figure. A Keeneland September yearling sale graduate, She Feels Pretty is owned by Lael Stable and trained by Cherie DeVaux. She was bred in Kentucky by Pace and Stud Incorporated.
I'm here to accept this award on behalf of Roy and Gretchen Jackson, and they asked me to say a few words. First, thank you to the NTRA and the voters for making She Feels Pretty a champion. To all the folks in the stable who made her a success, special thanks to assistants David, Daniel, and Enrique, exercise rider Amath, and her groom Otoniel. Thanks to David and Gordo for recommending I run up on the hill and look at a pretty filly at Stone Farm, and for collaborating with me on her purchase. Thanks to the Demericks for a great job in her initial training, and a special thanks to Valerie, who's been a great communicator, explaining everything that's going on with her, and is now preparing her for a hopeful 5-year-old campaign. Johnny V, thanks for 12 great rides. You're the best. Cherie, you did an amazing job not only training this filly, but developing this filly. And while this might be your first Eclipse Award, it won't be your last. Roy and Gretchen wanted to be sure I made a special thanks to Mickey the Goat, because Mickey makes She Feels Pretty feel confident and special. And we should all be so lucky as to have a Mickey in our lives. And I'm going to go off script for the last one. Thank you to Roy and Gretchen Jackson for buying She Feels Pretty, for being part of this sport, because no horse could be luckier than She Feels Pretty to have someone like you as her owner. Thank you all very much.
After the untimely death of his beloved father, Christophe, Miguel Clement developed deterministic into a major force. At age 4, he captured Saratoga's Grade 1 Manhattan and a Grade 1 4-Star Day, 2 races that require different skill sets to win.
Another tremendous effort from Deterministic.
European Notable Speech was beautiful to watch, winning the Grade 1 Woodbine Mile, and he followed that gem up with a victory in the ultimate turf prize, the Breeders' Cup Mile.
Here comes Notable Speech charging up the fence. Notable Speech and William Buick at Sloan Lake to win the Breeders' Cup Mile.
Last year's Eclipse champion, the globetrotting Rebels Romance, won the Joe Hirsch Turf Classic before falling just short in his try to win the Breeders' Cup Turf for a third time in 4 years.
No doubt, it's going to be Rebels Romance, dominant in the Grade 1 Joe Hirsch Turf Classic.
Please welcome from the Kentucky Thoroughbred Development Fund and Kentucky Downs, Carter Carnegie.
Thank you. Our outstanding finalists for Champion Turf Male competed with gusto in England, France, Germany, Qatar, Canada, the United Arab Emirates, and here in the United States. And the Eclipse Awards goes to Notable Speech.
The notable speech swept the Rogers Woodbine Mile and the FanDuel Breeders' Cup Mile at Del Mar, where he posted a 103 Beyer speed figure. A chestnut son of Dubawi, Notable Speech was trained by Charlie Appleby and bred in Great Britain by Godolphin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would just like to say thank you very much for this award. Thank you for everyone who voted. This was an extremely close category and an extremely strong renewal of this, so I would not have liked to have made the call before this. Notable Speech, he is a high-class miler with a devastating late kick, and we could not be more proud of this horse. So on behalf of Charlie Appleby and his entire team back in Newmarket, thank you very much for this award. It means a great deal. Thank you, folks.
What a night for Godolphin. Wait, do we keep these crossed? Did
No,
we ever figure out how to do this?
There we go.
Sure.
That's good, right?
I'm so much
Are you
shorter
eating
than
it?
you.
You're okay.
Oh, goodness, we made it. The moment you were all waiting for, the end of the evening.
Yes, we've come to the final award of the night, Horse of the Year, an honor, of course, reserved for a horse that stands above the rest.
And in true theme of the night, I am told that on every Lucas barn hung a plaque. It wasn't an original Lucas poem, as we know he did write, but it held a line that became a motto.
Yes, it was from the Dan Fogelberg song, Run for the Roses. It read, quote, "The chance of a lifetime in a lifetime of chance," which, when you think about it, is really what racing is all about, isn't it?
The opportunity for that chance. It's also what ties together all three of tonight's Horse of the Year finalists. Without further ado, here they are.
Forever Young already has a Horse of the Year title to his name. He was honored earlier this month as the first dirt horse ever to be named Japanese Horse of the Year, prompting owner Susumu Fujita to reflect, "As an owner, I never dreamed that the day would come when I would win Horse of the Year. Tonight, he has a chance to win another one." Journalism told an incredible adventure story last year. His trip to win the Preakness might have been more harrowing than the van ride to flee the Eaton fire, burning in the mountains behind his Santa Anita Park home, as he became emblematic of those survivors who overcame so much. Tonight, he has a chance to represent them as Horse of the Year. Sovereignty is defined as supreme power or authority. The equine who carries that name is the living version of that definition, a fitting moniker for the horse who would finally earn Godolphin their long-awaited Kentucky Derby trophy. Tonight, he has the chance to be their second Horse of the Year in the last 3 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and Chief Executive Officer of the NTRA, Tom Rooney.
Hi, Mom. Did you leave? Sorry about that. Brittany Erden and Lindsay Zarniak, please give a round of applause for their efforts tonight. Also, we have Annie and Maggie O'Farrell from Ocala. Thank you for your efforts. One of you is going to Columbia to play volleyball. Which one? Good luck. They're both straight A students, their dad tells me. I want to thank everybody again for coming tonight. It's always a great pleasure and an honor to be part of the best that our sport has to offer. And every year we get together to recognize our champions. And this year is no exception when it comes to how exciting and thrilling it is to see people coming from all over the world and celebrating a great horse that I think is coming back as a 4-year-old. So, you know, our sport, our State of the Union, so to speak, if you want to use a political term, is good. Our sport has never been safer. Buying a horse nowadays at the sales is as favorable as possible when you consider our tax implications. That is in no small part due to the efforts that we've had in Washington, D.C., and I want to recognize 2 of our lobbyists that are here, Congressman Kevin Yoder, Tommy Andrews, that were instrumental in having the law language changed within 3 days of it becoming law, so that people that are in this room, specifically those people that use their savings of their life's accomplishments to buy horses, and that includes a lot of us. And the racing that we've seen here tonight, the racing that we've seen over the last year, everything that you all are doing, that you're working so hard to do and try to do, I think deserves a lot of credit to our sport and for those of us that are trying to make it better every day. And that includes 2 people that I met very early on when I started this job. Coach Dan Pride, who taught me a lot about the people that I'd meet, and Bill Mott, who I got to meet at Payson Park, that told me about things that I might encounter over my time as CEO of the NTRA, and their horse that is our horse of the year, Sovereignty.
Sovereignty completed an unforgettable season highlighted by wins in the Kentucky Derby, Belmont, and Travers. This is the 2nd Horse of the Year honor for Godolphin, joining Cody's Wish, and the 4th Horse of the Year for trainer Bill Mott. A son of Into Mischief out of Crown by Bernardini, Sovereignty was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Godolphin.
First of all, I can't express how proud I am to be the one to hold this award. I mean, it is so telling of the entire Godolphin team, His Royal Highness Sheikh Mohammed. What he's done for racing in this country and all around the world is just amazing. And to be able to be part of winning his first Kentucky Derby and another Horse of the Year is just unimaginable, unexplainable. And I'm so proud to be standing up here with the Godolphin team, Michael, Dan, the whole entire group, and you know, hey, it's supposed to be a minute or less, so there you have it.
Congratulations again. An evening to remember.
Forgot your champagne. What's wrong with you?
How dare I forget that? It's the most important thing as of right now. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Congratulations to Sovereignty, the entire team. We need the voice of God in here. Just want to thank you all for an unbelievable evening. Thank you to Tom Rooney's mother for sticking around for this. We don't take this for granted, being able to celebrate a night like this tonight. We know how difficult it is to even get a horse into the starting gate, let alone a finalist or a winner. So thank you.
I just want to say, you know, they say so often that it's all about the people, and from covering a lot of sports, I know Brittany and Caitlin and I can say that the people in this room, any role that you play in this sport, you're very special. So thank you for being with us this evening. Thank you for having me back.
And to paraphrase Dwayne Lucas, the only thing better than the thrill of victory is the journey to get there. But the after party isn't bad either.
Here, here.
Cheers.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, and good night.